Oh yeah, not bad. That is not a bad pike at all. Hello guys, today we are making a spoon out of a drumming cymbal. This one right here. This is what we're left with. An outline of where we need to cut. Normally to cut the metal, guys, I would use my metal scissors, but because this cymbal is way too thick, it's 1 millimeter, I'm just going to use this metal saw. I have cut off a piece. I didn't film it because it was way too noisy and hard to cut. To save time, I just cut it off camera. And how am I gonna make a spoon out of it if bronze, it doesn't bend easy, and if I try to bend it and give it shape, it's gonna break. Because a classic spoon in my mind, it is something like this. It is a single sheet of metal that have an S shape bend into it. But guys, I was always wondering, how can I make a spoon without giving it an S shape? How can I make it with a straight piece of metal? And I believe I come up with a way to do it. I will take my course file, and first thing that I'm going to do here at the ends, I'm just going to file it down because I don't like how this is skinny now, so I'm gonna make it more flat. Now you can see it's flatter on this side and then flatter on this side as well. So now all I have to do is get the file and keep going around it, making it smooth and uniform. Okay guys, it's amazing what a simple file can do if you file it long enough. So now I'm gonna use my fine file and I'm gonna go around it. Okay guys, finished filing. Now it's all smooth on the side. There is no sharp edges. It's smooth here. It's not as uniform as it can be. Right here we have a little dent, but that's because I didn't cut it out properly. And that brings us to rule number 1. The better you cut it out, the less filing you have to do. So now we need to mark the center. I got a ruler, I got this needle, and I have the ruler placed roughly in the middle of the lure. And now I'm just going to scratch in the center, where the center will be. So now it is starting there, and then it ends there. I'm gonna drill a 3 mil hole with a 3 mil drill bit. So I have 3 mil set on the calipers. We're gonna take this, we are going to find our center line, and then we're going to make a scratch. And that's how we know how far to drill the hole on the spoon. Basically there's a scratch. We're going to put a nail and then bang it with the hammer, and that will give us a little dent in there so the drill bit won't go off track when we're drilling. There is the dent there, guys. Them holes, they have roof edges. We have did them with a 3 mil bit. This is a 6 mil bit. We're just going to take away the rough edges around them. Now they're smooth on both sides. Now we can drill the holes in the middle. So from this edge to this edge, it is 4.85. So we have to divide that by 5. When I divide it into 5, guys, it gives me 0.97. So roughly about 1 centimeter. Because we have got our center line there, guys, you can see it right there. That's where we're going to mark the scratches for the holes to be drilled. There you go, guys. You can see 4 scratches there. But the funny thing about it is, when I'm going this way, from this way towards that end, it's all lining up perfectly. But if I turn it around and I check if 1 centimeter mark is the same, it will not be. Watch, I'm gonna make a scratch. Now you can see, guys, there are 2 scratches there. One is there and one is there. So roughly, when I'm drilling a hole, I'm going to drill it in the middle of them two scratches. So now with our nail, we're going to pick a spot on the center line between the 2 scratches and just hit it with the hammer. 1.5 mil drill bit. Okay, guys, so now the holes have a little rough edges around it. We are going to take it away with the 4 mil drill bit. On this side, we are going to take away more, because the head of the nail is going to sit there, and if we take it away, it is going to sit more flush with the metal. You see how the nail on the left sits closer to the metal than the nail on the right? That's because we have took away the sharp edges. Here we go, guys, and then on the other side, just a little bit. So, guys, that's how are the balls going to be held on this flat spoon. We are going to solder them, then drill a hole, then cut the nails flush with the balls, insert it into the metal, and then slide the ball onto the nail, and then solder it for the final time. We just have to, let's see how far we have to cut the nail. I'm gonna make a mark with the calipers. Flatten it on the top. The nail is flat on the top, and on the side of it I have filed in the groove, so then when we solder it in, solder will have something to grab onto. I got the solder and the flux, and I have already prepared the balls. What I did was took a round file, and I have filed it and roughened it up on the inside, so now it can take a solder really well. I'm going to take this ball, insert it onto the soldering wire, and then cut it with the wire cutters. And then when I put it down and put this in it, I know that that solder will fill most of the space inside. And then if not, I can just be snipping little bits off and then adding them like that. Now I need to flux it. This is a toothpick. I'm going to get a little bit of flux, stick it inside, and then just wiggle it and flux it. Here we go, the solder melted. Now we're gonna add more. Take another little bit. Here we go, and add more again. Another little bit if we have to. Maybe a smaller one. Drop it in there. Maybe another one. Let's see. Okay. Let's flip it upside down and see how is it looking at the bottom. Yeah, that's okay. It's very good. Now we have to wait for them to cool down and then we can drill a hole. I have marked a little dent in the middle with the needle. So now we're just going to drill it. We're only gonna go halfway, then turn the ball around and drill from the other side. And then the two holes will meet in the middle, and then on both ends it's going to be centered. Here we go, guys. There's a hole. I fluxed our nails inside the spoon. Okay, guys, and now is the part where we get to twist it the way we want it. Here we go. I think that is pretty central. Yeah. Here we go.
Here's the first ball done. Now let's do this one.
Here we go, guys. A fully soldered spoon. Now we have to wait for it to cool down, wash it with soap, and tie up a treble on it. Here we go, guys. Finished spoon. And it is in there pretty good. I cannot move it with my fingers. The hook I have in the vise, it's Honor ST36BC in size 1. And the way I select the hook, I just simply take the flat spoon and then I put it next to it. Then I just watch that the point of the hook will be same size or a little bit wider than the wider part of the spoon. Using red thread in 6/0. About 20 turns or so. This is a cock cape, and what I've done was I have selected 6 feathers from the middle part of it, because on the sides here the feathers are curved. So if I put curved feathers here, they're not going to look as good, and they might track the hook a little bit. So I just took out 6 straight feathers, like so, and we're going to attach it. There are 3 sides on a treble hook, and on each one we are going to attach 2 feathers. Here we go. And then you see the little curve in it this way? So we're not going to attach it this way, we are going to attach it upside down that way. We'll just put it down and do 2/3. Just to hold it. And now let's see how long we want it. As far as there. Just going to pull it. Here we go. That's okay. And then repeat the process for the 2 other sides. I have 2 kinds of flash, pearl and red. I got 4 strands, 2 of each. I'm going to put it through the eye of the hook. And then from here go into the whip finish. Three coats of varnish. That's the first one. Okay, we'll wait for it to dry, and there are 2 more coats. Okay guys, the flat spoon is finished. Look at that. I have put in 2 split rings, attached the hook that we tied. She's looking pretty good. Okay, so it is pushing together with the feathers 11.5 centimeters. Here we go. 25 grams, not bad, it's gonna fly far. So guys, I have managed to make 3 flat spoons, and I'm hoping for the action in the water. See the way we have soldered these balls onto one side of the metal. So in the water, this heavy part is going to pull it this way. So when I'm pulling the spoon, what I'm hoping for is that it would want to twist, but then it will hit this heavy part, and then the balance going to counteract, and then it's going to go back this way. And then in the water, it's just going to continue doing this. Let's test it in the bathroom, and then we can put it in the box. Okay guys, Let's take it out on the water and see what we can do. Let's go. Oh, that's a fish, guys. That's a fish. Not bad. That was very sudden. So maybe pike is here after all. Let's see what it is. It's kind of heavy. Let's see. Oh yeah, not bad. It's not a bad pike, guys. That is not a bad pike at all. Come back here. Alright guys, on this one I have to land him, I think. I need to stop playing. Wait. Oh, that's not a bad pike, guys. My God. Wow. 97 centimeters. That's unbelievable. 97, guys. Let's check the weight. That's unbelievable, guys. Look at this. 5.5 kilos, 97 centimeters on a spoon. That's really rewarding, guys. Come on. There it goes. My God, 5.5 kilos. I can go home now, I'm happy. Look guys, that's what happens when you set the drag too tight. The hook bends. That's okay. guys. Look at this. Quick release. Small pike, guys. Unbelievable. Let me see if I can release him. Here we go, guys. Look at that. That's a bite, guys. That's a fish. Let's see what it is. I think it's a pike. That was awesome. Head shakes. Yeah, I think it's a pike. Two trebles. I don't think it's likely that it will hook off. Yeah, small one. On the back hook. Here we go, guys. A small one. That's why it's important to have the back hook. There he goes. That's a fish. Oh my god. Hooked off. My god. That was a good fish. That was a good fish. Such a gentle bite, almost didn't feel it. Wow, guys, what a day. The day have come to an end. I have made it home and I'm going to record the end scene here. So where is it? There it is right there. With this bad boy, guys, I have caught my my biggest pike of the season. That's what it looks like so far, and was awesome. There was few fish caught, but that bigger pike at the start of the day just made my day. So guys, it have paid off. I'm really happy with it. So I'm gonna take some rest, and then I'm gonna think of a new lure for our box.